Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £200 of the 10p's we're going to have a hunt through. Looking for the not the commemorative ones, we're looking for the alphabet 10p's. I'll show you the progress we have made so far. So for 2018 we're missing a DG, got a whole panel there, R and T. Getting very close to finishing the first ever book. 2019 is another story. We've only got E, G, J, L, M, O and R, U and V. So without further ado, let's get into these bags and hope we get something new. So before we get into any of the questions, just a quick reminder, my next Royal Mint tour is booked. I'm going on the 14th of December, checking my calendar behind. So if you are planning your Royal Mint trip, because the strike zone has changed to the Snowman 50p, well, it will be changing by the time we go there. So if you're planning to your own trip, or if you're going to be in the local area, you want us to come and say hi, feel free to come and say hello. There'll be myself and a handful of other coin tubes going as well, so feel free to do that. And also just a little second plug, my all I want for Christmas is Q jumpers, still available over my Teesprings site until the end of December. So if you want one of them, they come in green, red, blue and black, and child sizes will be coming soon, as soon as I can figure it out on the website. Oh, we got one. That was quick. X for X marks the spot. Awesome. 2018. Very cool. Let's hope this is the start of a good hunt. But that's enough ranting about other stuff. Let's get into some questions. So Lemon GRKK asks, do you see yourself getting bored of coin collecting? No, I don't, to be fair. It's the excitement of new coins coming out that drives me on, finding new ones like the Paddingtons at the moment. But no, it's not something I can see myself getting bored with. I don't know, it can happen in the future. Tastes and things change, but it's not something we can't rule it out forever, but I can't see it happening. I think especially, and I'm very grateful for all those of you that watch the videos, because it's the success of the channel that's made me keep going and want to carry on doing this, and in part, so massive thank you to you all as well. Darius2739 says, apologies if you'd already been asked, but if you could have a new 50p set released, what would you choose for the theme? I've said before that I'd like UK counties, like the US state quarters, for example, or a set of different castles that run the UK, Caledonian coins, just abbeys as well, cathedrals and things, so I think that would be cool as well. Ryan Davis says, I would like to win this coin. Do you have a coin with your face on it? I do. There is the Holy Toledo token available at www.christophercollects.co.uk. I'm in charge of the website, so that's why it looks so rubbish. But yeah, they're available there. Are there any coins which are less than their face value? No. Unless you're talking about old pre-decimal coins. Obviously aren't worth, well, they was recalculated, wasn't it? So, but no, a coin shouldn't be worth less than face value. Even the most damaged 50p is still worth 50p, as long as it's recognisably 50p. Alfie Jones says, what's your favourite food and drink? I'm not really a fussy eater. I'll try anything. I'm not a massive fan of seafood though. Drink wise, I like root beer, but you can't get proper stuff over in the UK. I don't know, cherry Coca-Cola I'm quite partial to. Food wise, I'm a sucker for Italian, but I do like Chinese as well. I like fish and chips. So I don't know. I'm not fussy. Caledonian Coins, the one and only, asks, would you rather have a full set of the 12 Labours of Hercules Gibraltarian £2 coins, or a decade's worth of gold sovereigns? As my prime interest are commemorative coins, I think I would have to go with the Labours of Hercules, and they're also very, very expensive. Not that gold sovereigns are cheap, but gold sovereigns are more of a definitive design, and to me, I quite like different commemorative designs. So I'll go with the 7 Labours of Hercules, 12 Labours of Hercules. Jake Yardley said, if someone sent you Kew Gardens, what would your reaction be? I would send it back. That is far too generous for someone to do. And like I said in the PO Box videos, don't feel obliged to send me coins. I'm more than happy just getting a letter. Ooh, I've pressed the wrong button, and now my questions have all gone funny. There we go. Adrian Nelson says, if you were to estimate the total value of your collection, what would it come to? I know the value doesn't matter to coin collectors, but would be fun. I have no idea. I think I'm getting a fair old price for my silver proofs though. They're racking up quite a bit, but again, it's not something I'm particularly phased with. And it's the time and the effort of sitting down and calculating all. It doesn't interest me. Rob Snore asks a couple of questions. If you could change the mintage numbers of any coin, what would you do? I would lower Benjamin Bunny to 5 million. Question 2, if you might have answered this, but if you could design a coin, would you rather it went into a circulation or not into circulation? Oh, definitely. If I've designed a coin, I want that thing in circulation. I want to be able to find it. Question 3, do you think the mega amount of Benjamin Bunnies was a mistake and someone could simply accidentally put an extra 0, or do you think it's a marketing tool to make collector coins mass available? Yeah, I think it was definitely a misstep having 25 million of them. I imagine that could have been 5 coins with a 5 million mintage, which is it's not a scarce mintage figure. It's around the Paddingtons, the 2018 Paddingtons. So you're not going to see them all the time, but your chances are you will find them. I think that's a much nicer mintage, and that could have been 5 different designs. I don't think it was an accident. I think it's the popularity of the 2016 set that they wanted to replicate the excitement around the 2017 set. So I don't know. I think it probably could have done with 1 less 0 at the end of it. Question 4 is, what do you think the next £2 coin will be? It'll be Mary Rose, isn't it? Getting a Mary Rose £2 coin, and I know that. And was it Agatha Christie, or was that a £5 coin? I forget now. Bradley Gellard says, my question is, what are the best cleaning products for cleaning coins? I don't know what it is in the last couple of weeks, but I have been bombarded with questions about cleaning coins. How do you clean coins? What do you clean coins? Do you clean coins? The answer is no. I don't clean coins. You shouldn't clean coins. What's the best thing for cleaning coins? I haven't got a faintest idea because I don't clean my coins. Obviously, it's different if you are using your coins for something other than, I don't know, collecting, because the moment you clean a coin, you've eradicated any sort of value in that coin. So my recommendation would be not to clean the coin, especially if you're collecting them as a investment or whatever. But if you're going to be using it for, again, so I keep going back to the example of, there was someone on my Discord server who's making a tabletop out of coins, where they were going to be glued and resined over. It didn't matter, because those coins are going to be, the value in the coin themselves were going to be so negligible anyway, having done that to it. So if it really doesn't faze you, I don't know, people have said vinegar, people have said lemon, people have said oven cleaner, Coca-Cola. I'm trying to think what other things people have said. Just like toothpaste and things, really bad things. So if you really have to clean your coin, which I wouldn't advise you do, but it's your coin, it's your collection, you do what you want with it. Have a crack at it, do some experimenting. Courtney Hancock says, I have done it all. My question is, how long have you been on YouTube? And if you could make a coin, how many sides would it have, and what would it be and why? Also, keep coin collecting. # Christopher Collects is the best. Love, Courtney. Well, thank you, Courtney. How long have I been on YouTube? I've been doing this since February 2018, so it'll be 2 years this February. God, that's bonkers, isn't it? 2 years later, I'm still here doing this. If I had to make a coin, how many sides would it be? 12. 12 is my lucky number. I like the number 12. It's a dodecagon, isn't it? A 2D 12-sided shape. What would be on it? I don't know. I can't think now. A lot of people talk about David Attenborough being on a coin. I think David Attenborough is well deserving of being on a coin. And I keep saying this, that we leave it too late to celebrate these great icons. We wait until they're dead to celebrate them, to put them on coins, to put them on stamps, to name buildings and things after them. If you want to celebrate someone, celebrate them whilst they're alive, because then they get to see that that celebration themselves is too late if they're dead and buried. They don't know that. They don't know that this new building is named after them, or they've been on this coin. I think it's a shame, especially imagine yourself as a coin collector. I would imagine watching these videos that you do something amazing in your life, and then deserving of being on a coin. They then do that 10 years after you're dead, or however long they're supposed to wait to put you on a coin. How gutting well, you wouldn't be gutted because you're 6 feet under, but how gutted would it be that as a coin collector you didn't get to collect the coin with yourself on it? And anyway, that might just be me rambling, losing the plot, but I hope that makes some kind of sense. We leave it too late to celebrate people's achievements. Shane W says, what's your favourite pre-decimal coin? Sixpences. I love sixpences. Yarek Gorkovenko says, do you think the monarchy should get abolished when the Queen dies? No, not at all. Jackie P says, hi Christopher, another lovely giveaway, good luck everyone. My question is, what other YouTuber / coin tuber is your favourite to watch, and if you could only choose one, and why? Ooh man, you see, I don't pick favourites with the coin tubers. I've got to know a lot of them very well, and I've spent a lot of time with them down at the Royal Mint. We've done videos together. We're chit-chatting all the time outside the videos. I've tuned into their live streams, so there's a whole bunch of awesome people out there, and I would highly recommend. When I was last at the Royal Mint, I recorded videos with Absolute Coins, Bungle Collects. I'm trying to go in order so I don't miss anyone out. Absolute Coins, Bungle Collects, Caledonian Coins, Laughter is a relatively new coin tuber, someone I've known for a fair while now. Total Coins. There's one other person who I'm struggling to recall. Or was it 5? Absolute Coins was first, then it's Bungle, Caledonian Coins, Laughter, and Total Coins. Yeah, I think that's everyone, yeah. I normally forget Total Coins whenever I'm listing people, but there's a whole bunch of other people, like the people that I recorded with at the previous Royal Mint tour. Coin Cupboard was there, that obviously couldn't make it to the last Royal Mint tour. I've met a whole bunch of other people, and a whole bunch of other people make the videos. There's some smaller channels like Dom Collects, Brad's UK Coins. Well, there's some bigger ones as well I haven't met. The UK Coin Hunt, UK Coin Hunter, Coins with Lauren and Maya. There are just so many people, and it's getting to be like this list. I need a little board with everyone's names on it, so I feel really, really bad when I miss someone out. Like I'm racking my brains to make sure. Coins to collect as well. I can't forget him. Who else am I missing? Oh, I do apologise profusely. Zeke collects, Lloyd collects. There's lots of collects out there. Right, but if I could pick one, who would it be? My favourite coin tuber is Steve from Coin Closet, who only appears on the rare occasion, but he makes some awesome videos and I love him to bits. Oh, we got another one. Q for queuing. What a stunner. 2018. Woohoo! Got to 2 now. Q and X. Aaron says, if you could own any coin, which one would you choose and why? If I could pick any one coin to own, 1933 penny jumps out to me, but there's also a 1950s, 56, 54. I always forget the date. I can hear Coin Pig rolling his eyes at me right now. That there was only one made, so it'd make even more sense to pick that one. But yeah, I'd pick the rarest coin possible, because there's no other way I'd own it other than through your genie in the bottle. Kyle Scott says, I will comment every day from now on. Unbelievable. Dean Edwards says, would you like to see some silver coins like America go into circulations? Would you like to see... Oh, you mean silver content in the coins? Matt, that'd be awesome. I think that'd be a great idea. Of course, I don't know how much silver you could put into a coin to make it still financially viable, or how big a silver coin would need to be, whether a 10% silver coin, because I would be quite excited. I would hunt for the silver coins, definitely. The Arctic Explorer says, if you were chosen to make a coin design for a British military operation, what operation would you choose, and what would be on the design of the coin? Very good question. I'm trying to think. I don't know. There's lots of. I think possibly the Battle of the Somme, because that's one of, if not the most notable, but also in terms of loss of life, a massive loss of life in that. And I can't recall there being a Battle of the Somme design as it is, other than the sort of generic, all-encompassing World War military coins. So I would guess I'd go for that. Mark LFC says, what's your favourite territories coin, including 20p's? It's the Isle of Man Lockton Ram. Lockton? Oh man, if I get that right, there will be so many people impressed with me. I always mispronounce that. Kyle Scott says, I would love one of these books because I've started a collection of them. Oh, cool. Jamo H, aka Devil J, says, what's the best and the weirdest UK coin you've seen or won't go and get, and why? My favourite UK coin, Frankenstein £2. You wouldn't get that because it's not going into circulation. Well, it didn't go into circulation, unfortunately. The weirdest UK coin, I don't know. I get asked quite often, what's the weirdest coin you found? What's the weirdest coin in your collection? And weird is a strange word in itself, because what defines a coin as being weird? Is it a weird shape, a weird metal? Is it a coin you weren't expecting, like a 2p and a 50p bags? I don't know. I'm struggling to think what any coin in the UK that's a weird coin. I guess weird denominations I've had before, like 1/12 of an anna or something, but that's not a UK coin, is it? I don't know. I pass. Sam Kenny says, do you think the bank will get rid of coins and notes and all go to cards? I don't think so. It's not any time in the near future. Obviously, in 100 years' time, I wouldn't even be able to hazard a guess as to what we're using for currency. The Unholy Viper says, if you could choose an animal to be on a UK coin, what animal would it be? Well, it's got to be a lion. The national animals, lions, dragon, is that Welsh? It's got to be, I can't think of anything else. Unicorn for Scotland. I don't think Northern Ireland has a national animal. I think we've had quizzes on my Discord server and I don't think there was one. So yeah, that's what I would choose. Georgia is not on fire says, who do you think would win in a fight, a shark or a bear? And this fight would take place in the water, so keep that in mind when you're figuring out your answer. I guess it depends how deep the water is. If it's really deep water, the shark has an advantage. If it's shallow water, the bear would have an advantage. I can't imagine a shark fighting a bear though, other than some awful TV or movie like, was it Megalodon or Sharknado, that kind of nonsense. Francesca Tarallo says, when you started YouTube, did you expect to have this many subscribers? No, I did not. Not even the slightest inkling. I thought I'd get a couple of hundred subscribers, 1,000 if I was really, really lucky. But to be at the subscriber count that I am at now is absolutely mind-boggling. And it's I keep expecting to hit the saturation point, to hit this ceiling of, well, all the collectors are subscribed now. No one else is interested. But the growth of the channel just keeps snowballing and snowballing and snowballing, and it absolutely blows my mind. And I am incredibly grateful and thankful for everyone that comes over, that likes videos, that comments, that subscribes, that messages me on social media or on Discord, joins that, and we have a bit of a chit chat on Discord. It's very much a privilege of mine to be able to do this and be able to have you guys watching me. So I'm not very good at when it gets all hokey like this, so we'll move on swiftly. Mr. Big T Coin, or Mrs. Big T Coins says, do you collect American constitutional money as well as the Queen's dollars? I'm not quite sure what American constitutional money is. I will collect any coin that I can get my hands on though. There's a sort of a line between coins and tokens. I'm more interested in coins than tokens, but if there are some really stunning tokens, I could be tempted by them. But no, I'm going to have to look up American constitutional money. I don't know. That's where this is just going to mean American money, not anything more than that. I look like a bonehead. King Oreos Collect says, my question is, if you could have any design as a strike your own, what would it be? And don't say Q. I would definitely pick the Q. Great Fire of London, I think, is the design I would love to see as a strike your own. It's such a cool design. It's no longer the year of the coin. That's what, a 2016 design? 2016? Yeah, I think it is. So for it to be reissued as a strike your own would be awesome. I like it, and I've said in previous videos, I like it when the strike your own is a design from a different year and strike your own in another year, because it differentiates. I think that's really cool. Also, do you think the alphabets could be strike your own set? I would definitely go for a strike your own set. I think that would be awesome. But I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them. But to think they're not going to do 26 coins in a strike your own, and that'd be quite expensive, even if they're £5.60 a pop, as the current strike your own is. £5.60, £5.90, £5.80, something. It's around that mark, isn't it? But so they would have to keep changing it, and to change it 26 times in a year, that's a lot of trips to the Royal Mint to be able to get all the strike your owns. We'll go for one more question. A question from Jeff Skills, who says, what's the most expensive coin you have in your collection? Tough question, because again, majority of coins, I don't know the values for them, because that's not what my primary interest is. I know about the rough approximations of values of these circulating ones, because I put little values up in my videos, and that's why. So I'd have to say the Kew Gardens, and that is what. Last time I found one, it was £85 to £125. It's probably a little bit more than that, 90, 100 to £125 still. So yeah. Well, with that, I think we'll get back to the coins. Well, there we go. Our finds to today: 4 Jersey 10p's, a couple of Gibraltarian, the Eurofort and the Great Siege. We've got a 10 forint from Hungary, and then this one I thought was quite neat. See, someone has worn down part of this. I thought it was kind of neat. But the star pools are definitely the Q and the X. Unfortunately, ones we already have for the book, but nonetheless, finding 2 of them is pretty awesome. Well, all that leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye!